Hello, hello, Aldwyn Altuney here. Welcome to Media Queen TV. I'm Natalie King here from Birds of Formation, Gold Coast, and she has been helping to organise the Party of the Year here on the Gold Coast. It's an International Women's Day waterfront mansion red carpet event happening tomorrow. Welcome, Natalie.
Thank you so much for having me, Aldwyn.
Thanks for coming on.
Thank you so much for
I know
having
how
me.
much. My pleasure, my pleasure. Look, I know how much work goes into putting events on, and I really take my hat off to you and the whole team who've been putting this together. It looks like an extraordinary event. So can you let people know who haven't heard of this yet, what is actually happening tomorrow?
Yeah, okay. So tomorrow, Beck McMillan is hosting an event at her private residence at her home. It's a waterfront mansion on Chevron Island, and we're going to have a red carpet arrival. The ladies are going to arrive in their cocktail dresses, and then later on we're going to change into our bikinis, and there'll be jet ski rides. And Beck's got a lovely magnet pool that we might have a swim in, and we're going to party it away. We're going to have champagne, bubbles, juices, photo booths, VIP bags. We're also going to be entertained by Candice Deanna from The Voice Australia, and we have lovely keynotes, inspiring keynotes from Marina Mara, the Mind Valley author, and also from the host, Beck McMillan. So it's going to be an amazing event, and we're doing this for Project Rescue Children. So we're raising funds for Project Rescue Children, saving the children of the world. And we're also, along the line, inspiring other women. And so Beck has got an amazing story. She's been through a lot in her life, and she's risen above all these different adversities that have happened in her life. And she's risen above to really inspire others all around the world. She's been gracing covers of magazines all over the world because she's got this amazing story, which you'll hear about, Aldwyn, on Saturday as well. And just showing others that they can connect with the hero within, to create magic in the world and to create beautiful things, even though bad things have happened in your life. You know, it's really to show we are together and we can get help together. And no matter what's happened to you, that you can still rise above and you can still do good in the world. We don't have to be stuck in that, adversity. We don't have to be stuck in the overwhelm, because it's just so too easy, when things go wrong. And also it's so felt at the moment with COVID around us and in the rest of the world. Even if we're sitting pretty here in Australia and it's all pretty good compared to the rest of the world, those, the vibrations are still rippling to here, and we can feel the mental health, of course, all around us as well. It's impacting our society, it's impacting domestic violence, it's impacting mental health, and we're not necessarily doing that great. So just having those inspiring people like Beck will make a difference for all of us to really get together and just ignite that hero within that we have, and knowing that we have so much more inside us than we know. We are so much more powerful than we know. So it's really about celebration. This one, and so just going back to Project Rescue Children, which is maybe not the nicest topic in the world. So do you want me to let you know a little bit about the charity?
Sure. Yeah, that'd be great. Thank you.
So Project Rescue Children was founded here on the Gold Coast about 4 years ago. And so they have the head office here on the Gold Coast, but they work globally. So what they're working with is addressing the issues of trafficking of children, sex trafficking of children, and exploitation. So they're working with these children to basically save them, providing safe houses for them, but they're also cracking down on the industry and the culprits, I guess, that are generating all these issues to start with. So, it's such an important conversation to have, although at the moment, it's hard to talk about. We don't want our children to get hurt, do we? So it's a hard conversation to have, but it is really something that we need to start speaking about, and it's something that we need to start addressing. So, these children really help us. And the other thing is it's happening right under our noses.
Yeah, when people think of sex trafficking, they think, third world countries. And I mean, we know that there's so many massage shops, for example, all the way along the Gold Coast Highway. And I know that there's sex services that happen out of these places, a lot of them, not all of them. But I know people that have gone to them, and I know there's all sorts of things going on in those little massage parlors on the Gold Coast. So, I think, as you say, there's all sorts of things happening under our noses that can be hard to prove, right? However, the fact that it's happening in Australia, it's not just in third world countries. In fact, right here on the Gold Coast, that's a pretty,
Absolutely.
scary phenomenon, and something a lot of people would find hard to believe. And on the, yeah, and how do you know how bad it is on the Gold Coast? Do you know, is it a really bad situation here?
Well, so from what I've heard, Gold Coast is a bit of a hotspot, which was very hard for me to take. I have a 5-year-old and a 7-year-old, and of course, it hit home to me when I heard about it the first time. As with anyone, we don't want to see our children hurt. And when I first connected with Beck and she told me what she was working on, quite honestly, I was a little bit afraid of what that mean for me. I sort of went, oh, I don't want to go there. That's just way too real for me. And I don't want to, manifest that kind of stuff into my life. My instant reaction, which I think is, quite open and honest in saying that. And I think a lot of people think like that. But then when I hung up the phone with her, I went, no, this is not right. It can't be happening. We need to do something about this. Of course, facing the fears and then turning it into something that you can actually work with to make a difference. So I decided that I want to be on board with this, and I decided I wanted to do everything to help her. Then she told me she was doing this event, and that she had been working on an event, and had these beautiful celebrities that were coming. So we've also got the celebrity football player who's an ambassador for the charity. He's coming there, and they're all coming there off their own bat. They're not making any money off it, and she's putting this event together to raise funds for the foundation, for the charity. And I just really wanted to help out with it. And I went, you know what? I'm going to get you some coverage. I'm going to help you promote it. I'm going to help you get tickets sold. Let's do this. I was just all on board. It was just that, my heart strings were pulled then, and I thought, this is a hunch, this is something, this is a purpose, this is a passion, I need to do this. So it was really a calling, to be honest, to really help her to get this message out and to get tickets sold and raise funds for these children so that we can help them. And because this is just a no. This is just not, this shouldn't be happening, not in this day and age, not where we are.
Yeah, and it's crazy. I'm just looking at the projectrescuechildren.org link here, which I've just put into the comments there, and it says 9 million plus children in need. There's 168 volunteers, 631 child recovery missions in partnership, and one mission, which is obviously to help save children from sex trafficking and exploitation across the globe. And on the website, it says we achieve this through rescue, aftercare, education, and awareness. We're committed to restoring and empowering the rights of every child. This is one conversation Australia is not having. The only way to combat child trafficking is to get the message out, raise awareness, educate the nation. So we need to start talking, and we need to make our voices loud. More than 1 million children right now are depending on us. Wow, that's huge.
Doesn't that just give you goosebumps all over? We need to take a stand. We need to help these kids out. And the fact that it is actually happening right in front of us, or right, where in our society in Australia, it's not acceptable.
Yeah.
So, I just, I want to do everything that I can to help you. And Beck is doing amazing things. So she's an ambassador for the charity, and she's just doing amazing things already, just inspiring the way she does. in terms of inspiring other women, in terms of how she addresses mental health problems, but now also the Project Rescue Children and helping the children of the world. I mean, that's where it all starts. They're our future. You know, it's such a worthy cause. And what I want to do with this event is that we are going to sell, X amount of tickets to this event, and we are close to sell it. We might have a couple of tickets. I haven't checked on the update yet. We're a few girls that are looking after this. So we have a few tickets left. So obviously my prompt tonight is that I would love for you to come to this event. It's an amazing event. You have not been to anything else like this. It's going to be a magical day. It's just going to be so much fun. And so one is, if you wanted to come forward and support this organization, buy a ticket and have the time of your life. So jumping onto the Project Rescue Children website, the event link is up there. The other part that you do if you can't come to the event is that you could donate to Project Rescue Children. So there's also a donate button up on the top of the page that you can go to, and that would help us out a lot, because we have had obviously a lot of people have donated their time, but also donated prizes to this event. I've got one of my prizes sitting right here. His name's Bo, and he is a live looking pet from Big Headed Toys, who gave one of the prizes. Now I have all of the prizes that came in through my group, my networking group, Birds Information. They're all listed on my page, so you can go and have a look at them. You can see what's in there. You can see what you can win. But we have loads of prizes as well. These little guys, they are so beautiful in terms of helping with mental health, helping with anxiety in children, children with autism, and obviously children that have been, in bad circumstances. They also use them a lot for in elderly homes, to help with dementia patients and to increase their spirits. And, in light of what COVID did to really sort of separate the older generation as well, these have been so good in terms of getting improving mental health, and that's what they do for the children as well. So these ones are just beautiful. But yeah, we have beautiful prizes, so people have donated prizes as well. But when we are going to get to the event, we're going to raffle off all these prizes. So all the proceeds, of course, for the event goes to Project Rescue Children. In terms of the prizes that we're going to raise, we are going to raffle them off, and I want to open up so that we raise more money for this foundation, because obviously it costs money too to put on an event, because even if there's volunteers that have put all their time and effort in, you still have to pay for a stage, you still have to pay for a bar, and you still have to pay for things, so it costs a lot of money to run an event as well. And so I just want to make sure that we are raising more money than we can. I want to make sure that we're raising enough money for this charity. So I want to open the donations up, and Beck, I spoke to Beck this today about that as well, to really open this raffle up outside of the people that can't come to the well. So in that case, you can contact me, and we can get you to buy some raffle prizes as well. But the other way, like I said, is to go to Project Rescue Children and click on the donate button as well. But you know what? We want to see you at the event. So I would go to the Project Rescue Children page, and I would sign up for this event, and I would come tomorrow. I would just, if you have your plans already for tomorrow, I would just change them, because this is one event you're not going to want to miss. So, yeah.
Yeah, fantastic. And I love how it goes from 11:11 till 3:33. So what was the meaning behind that? Why was that done?
Yeah. Well, Beck's very spiritual. She's been through a lot, and we all like our repetitive numbers because they give us confirmation. And a lot of us don't necessarily see the signs all around us. The things, we have spiritual guides, we have things that are happening in our favor, whether we believe in God, the universe, source, Allah, or whoever it might be, or whether we're not believing it at all. There is a plan for us. I believe that, and there are a lot of symbols and signs that are out there if you just open your eyes and you have a look. If you are in tune with yourself, if you slow down a little bit and you actually tune into yourself and what you really want, and when you feel that passion, like I felt that passion when Beck told me about this and I wanted to start working on it, if you follow that through, then you start seeing things. You start seeing synchronicities. You start seeing repetitive numbers on license car plates. You might see them on the time, on the clock, and feathers, love hearts, things like that. Whatever means something to you as well. It might be people that have passed away that are still helping you, that are talking to you through the means. So, we connect with those things. And so that's what those numbers are about.
It's interesting. I see a lot of 111, 222, 1111, 333, and I know they're often angel numbers, right? So that, as you say, tapping into your spirit guides or angels. It's always confirmation for me when I see it is that I'm on the right path. When I notice it just happens to be.
That's
I might not look. Yeah. Might not look at the phone for 2 hours, and then suddenly it's 111 or whatever it is. So yes, I love that.
Or, and it could be a time in the day that is that you've said something that means something to you, or you're having like a conversation with your husband, or something meaningful that you're doing, and then you look at the time and it's like 10:44. There we go. It's just it keeps on confirming and confirming and confirming, because we need that guidance, especially the way the world is at the moment. We need that guidance, and just knowing that you are supported and that you are loved, and it's not just, you're not in it just for yourself. You're not here just for yourself. You're here because you have a mission, believe it or not, and we have a mission to fulfill. And so we're not here to please others. We're here because we've got a mission. And so we are not alone in this. Like, we are getting a lot of help on the way, but you just have to be able to look up and listen to the signs.
Yes, absolutely. So if people want to come along, how much are tickets? And I have put the link on there now. So so how much are tickets at the moment?
So $99 for tickets.
Yep. Yeah,
all the
awesome. And all the money. All money goes to the cause, and you have goodie bags as well, and lots of raffles.
We have VIP bags in there. Yeah, we have books in there, we have candles, we have Andota Spa are giving things away. We've got lots of goodies, and like I said, lots of beautiful prizes as well. And like I said, if you wanted to have a look at some of the prizes on the Birds Information Networking Group Gold Coast page, which I think you're linking to as well, so you can have a look at it. But like I said, if you wanted to be part of this and do your part, then you can also contact me to buy some raffle prices for the event, and we'll do a live stream then in the Birds Information Group. So when we're doing the raffle, we will do a live stream so everyone see what's going on as well.
Okay,
so we can
brilliant.
all do our bit,
Yeah, that's great. So if people are at home, if they can't for whatever reason make it to the event, then they can still get raffle tickets and still be in the running for some amazing prizes. I mean, I've donated $1,000 media consultation myself, and I know there's lots of other amazing prizes. So, hey, it's worth going in the raffle. And how much are raffle tickets going to be?
So I don't handle that part. I think they're going to be at 25 or 20. So yeah, we'll get that detail for sure. On the day tomorrow. So what with Aldwyn, what your prize that you've given, what does that entail? What do you get for that?
So it's a one-on-one media consultation with me. So I'm going to actually go through, we can do it either via Zoom, or if people are on the Gold Coast, we can do it face-to-face. And we'll actually go through people's stories and find out what it is they want to promote, and I'll give them 3 gems by the end of that consultation, 3 ideas on different angles that they can go to media with. So I will actually dissect their story and part and look at what they want to achieve, and then give them some great ideas that they can go forward with and get some media coverage with from that. So it's an intensive one-on-one session with me, and these sessions sometimes go up to a few hours, so it's not limited to 45 minutes or anything like that. It's an intensive session with me where we go through people's stories, because often people are too close to their own story to realize how amazing they are. And in Australia particularly, we're often told to be seen and not heard and all that sort of thing. And so a lot of people have a lot of fear, as you would know, being in PR as well. A lot of people have a lot of fear in stepping up with their message and getting themselves out there. So often, I find when I work with people and I say, wow, I hear their stories and I think, wow, there's a great angle there. There's a great angle there. But often people are sitting on a gold mine and they don't realize it because they're too close to their own story.
Absolutely. And we're all so special. Everyone's got something special. And it doesn't, when I listen to Beck and her story, for instance, she's been through some stuff, but not everybody has a story like that either. There's people that, I've had, a very protected life. For instance, I had a good childhood, I had a good relationship with my parents, all that sort of stuff. At the end of the day, we probably all have self-worth issues somewhere along the line.
Yes.
That's definitely not uncommon. But at the end of the day, we all have a light to shine. And no matter, how your life's been or how you've actually handled it, you all have a story and we all have special, and we do have that power within. If we can think it, if we can want it and want it enough and be able to really act on that hunch again and not, and keep going with it, keep that dream alive. Because what I know is as well is that if someone believes in you, then you get ignited to go and go. If somebody goes, you're amazing, you are doing such a great job, you're very special, you have something to offer, which we all do. Like every single person on this earth has something to offer. Every single person on this earth has got the power within to create greatness. And if we just know that, it's not so easy to know that, of course, because we don't, we're not brought up hearing about that. But once we get told and once we get it, that we actually do, and that it is, our birthright in a sense to be happy, to be excelling, to be who we are meant to be, then if we know that, and that's what, the support is all about, when we get together as a group as well, and when you realize that this world and what you're doing is so much bigger than you. We have a whole universe. We have a whole collective energy together to get to transcend into, to take this world and make it into a better place. We've got all that going on for us, but we're so singled out in the lives that we're living and the structures that we have built around us up until now. It's all changing. COVID's changed a lot. The spirituals are saying we're moving into a different dimension, or we already have. And we're already, 1 minute we're already there. We can see it, that it's already there, but it's pulling us back. It's pulling us back into this physical reality, and suddenly you're stuck again. You thought you had it all planned and you're happy and you're free, and then suddenly it pulls you back again, and you're stuck. And then there's just this confinements and obligations and bills, and I can't make enough, I don't have enough time, all this sort of stuff, and the limiting beliefs and all the doubts and the fears, they come back again. But if you have, someone that believes in you, if it's not yourself believing in you, then that obviously helps. And that's where, having the right people in your corner, having women around you that inspire you, not just women. Of course, our society is built up by women and men. I'm just referring to the women now in light of this event in particular, which is sort of a wrap up of International Women's Day event. So it is a women's only event. But, to build that community and really be in the space where we are now, where we're all sharing and we're all talking to each other, and we're healing, our wounds as well, and we're healing the next person. And so we make each other stronger, and that's what we need to do. That's what we're here to do. We all need to be happy and free. We've got so much stuff going on, so much stress going on that we don't need to deal with. Half of that stuff is not even ours, and half of that stuff is not even real. It doesn't need to be there, but it's just our society, the way that things have been up until now. So that's why, I feel quite blessed that I'm alive in this time where we're all kind of pivoting. We're all kind of going, well, you know what? It doesn't have to be like that. I don't have to, work in a company or have my time managed by someone else. I can actually go and do my own thing, or it doesn't have to be a certain way. It doesn't have to be the way my parents told me. Not that they were doing the wrong thing. They were doing the right thing. They did what they could. But yeah, we're in a time now where we can just take charge and we can create the world that we want to create. It's that simple. And that's what we are. That's what we're doing.
Yes, absolutely. And so many gems in what you shared there. And there's a great saying, it says, "What you think about and thank about, you bring about." Right? And getting into love and gratitude. And I have my little love heart that I share a lot online. When you get into gratitude and love for yourself, for others, it's amazing what you can produce. And hurt people hurt people. So if someone's being nasty to you right now, they're probably hurting. So just send them love, send them compassion. There's no need for pain. It's a choice. It's a choice. You can come from love and you can come from fear in any moment. And a lot of us think, they think, there's plenty of time for life. We've got plenty of time to do things, and so people procrastinate around all sorts of stuff. And next thing you know, it could all be over. Just in the last week, I've lost 2 friends that just gone. 1 minute they're here, next minute they're gone. And this happens as you get older. You just hear of people dying around you, and the stats are that a third of people die by the age of 65. Now, 65 comes around pretty quick. I'm not quite there yet, but I know that my 47 years on the planet have flown by, and they seem to be going faster every year. So we think we have forever, but actually life is fragile, and you never know when your last day could be. So as much as possible, bring love and compassion and support your fellow human beings.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Break that chain, turn it into love. We're here for a good time, not a long time. And so yeah, because every choice you make dictates the next choice and the next choice and the next moment and the next moment. So we can't always be positive, and we can't always be chirpy and feel the best. We can't always feel amazing, and that's okay. We're human. We're in this physical shape. We feel the feels, but when you get to know yourself and when you get to manage your own emotions, and you realize that it is a choice that you can make, and also realize the power of the mind, because your mind just doesn't discern between reality and fantasy. Really, it really only listens to what you tell it and what you feed it. So all that energy, you have that choice. When you can catch your thoughts and catch what you're actually thinking about and the language that you're using, when you're awareness, that's when you can start changing things, and that's when you can start connecting with the fact that, well, I actually do have the power to control my mind, to control my outcomes. So those are the choices that we make. So feel the feels, but not be the feel. Don't unpack and live there. Let it pass through you. Take the time you need to mourn. I'm not saying don't if you need to mourn. Don't rest if you need to rest. And sometimes you get places as well when you have self-pity coming in, when you're kind of in that victim mentality for a while, because it teaches the things as well, of course. And you've got to honor all those things. You've got to honor the ups and downs, but without the downs, you're never going to get to the ups. So
yeah, absolutely. And I think there's a reason we meet the people we meet in this lifetime. Out of the 7.8 billion people on the planet, the few hundred or thousand or whatever it is that we meet in our lifetime, I think there's a reason we meet the people we meet, and opportunities come and opportunities go. And obviously tomorrow is an amazing to have an extraordinary time with other ladies and make a difference for a phenomenal charity, which is just brilliant. So congratulations on the great work that you are doing and everyone involved in tomorrow's event. And I can't wait to go and see what's going to happen. And there's jet ski rides as well. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. So how's the jet ski rides going to work? How's that going to work, Nat?
I have no idea. So I'm not managing that part of it. So like I said, I have a few that are working on this, and like you said, it's great, you know, the things that I've done for this, and what the other ladies have done for this event. Oh, we've got Eva from Forever Events who's sponsoring the events as well. She's been amazing. But of course, the instigator is Beck, who put all this into place in the first time, just with her energy and her encouragement and the way that she's been encouraging me, you know, to move along as well. But so she's got jet skis there, and I believe that we're going to be able to. So once we arrive, we get sorted, we get dressed into our bikinis. We then jump on the jet skis and they take us for a little scoot, because she lives obviously on a waterfront house. So we're going to go from her pool wherever they pick us up, and then we're going to go for a little ride and then take some shots. We will have, you know, photographers and there as well. And yeah, we'll go for a little ride, and then we'll probably jump in the pool and we'll have a cocktail and dancing
Nice.
as well, of course. Gotta have a little boogie, but it's all about celebrations. So you know, you're taking a topic that is not so pleasant, but you're actually turning it into a celebration of humankind and all the things that we have the power to do. So it's a beautiful celebration to come together and inspire and motivate to, you know, be beautiful and be happy and be free.
Fantastic. And we have had a little bit of rain on the Gold Coast lately, and I presume this event will go ahead, rain, hail, or shine, I would say, after all the work you put in. And actually, a swim in the rain is actually pretty cool. I do recommend it. I've done it a few times, and it's quite fun having a swim in the rain. So
yeah, it's glorious.
Yeah, so even if it's raining, it'll happen, right?
But I have a feeling we're not going to see any rain tomorrow.
Yeah, hopefully we'll have a beautiful day. Hopefully. But, you know, hey, if it does rain, there's still going to be a lot of fun happening in Chevron Island at a secret location.
Absolutely. It's a beautiful house. And like I said, we've got the voice Candice Deanna coming to perform as well. And we've got two beautiful keynotes that will keep us just jaw dropped in terms of what these ladies have to say. And also the guest list. I know there will be some amazing women at these events. Not that every woman is amazing, but just what these women also do for our community as well. We have, you know, people that are also donating their time and their money, time and their, you know, in their businesses as well to this charity. And also doing great things for our community. So yeah, it'll be an inspiration all the way around.
Yay, fantastic. So if you want to come along watching this right now, I've put the link in the chat there. You can either get tickets on projectrescuechildren.org or go to Forever Events, FOREVA events. .lpages.co. You can see the link /international-women's-day. International Women's Day. Of course, the International Women's Day was on the 8th of March, on Monday. However, it is celebrated all through March. The whole month of March is a month of celebration for women. So it continues. It continues, and it's great to see so many women and supporting children. And thank you to the men in our lives too. Very grateful for the men. Without men, none of the women would be here either. So we're very grateful for the men in our lives as well. And thank you to everyone who's been involved in this, putting some amazing work together. And now, Birds of Formation Gold Coast. I'd love to know a little bit more about that. I'll pop the link in there. Can you tell us a bit about why you started that and what that's about, please, Nat?
Yeah, so I love supporting women business. Do a few different things. So my passion is personal development, and I help people getting out of overwhelm to really emerge out of that bigger and stronger, and really take charge of their lives and set their goals and live the lives that they live. So that's sort of my passion. That's what I do. But in that as well, and in light of I guess with not just COVID, but in the last few years, we've had this notion of connecting and leading with our hearts, right? We lead with our hearts. Now it's the way forward. Whereas we've been very much in our minds and our brains, but now we're really tapping into our heart space. There's so much more compassion all around the world. We're talking about the sharing, people sharing things and being compassionate. And we're realizing that it's not about competition and every man or woman to themselves. It's about having a community, and the more the community grows, the more we grow individually as well. So with that kind of notion, and being here on the Gold Coast is, you know, one of the, you know, highest spots for entrepreneurial activity as well. in Australia. We've heard of women in particular, but also men, women that have started their own businesses that realize, you know what, I just don't want to work, how I work. I want to be able to live life on my own terms. I want to have my own freedom. I want to be my own boss. I want to work for myself. So they start their own businesses, and they're usually passion projects. There's something that's really, sparked something in their heart and they really want to go for it. So it's about following the passion. But then what happens is having your own business, it can be very, very isolating. So I started this group, really, which was off the back of MIBA, which is Mums in Business Association worldwide back then. Now that group dissolved, and I then started Birds in Formation. It's really Coast women who are in business, but it's also got a global reach because, I mean, through COVID, we did a lot of events online. So we have these monthly networking meetings, and we're providing business help for women, so to really support them in the techie stuff like marketing strategies and finance and different tools, I guess, that they use then for their business to grow their business. But it's not only about, it's also about the woman behind the business. So it's about the inspiration to keep them going, because I've seen so many women that have started their own businesses and then it just becomes too hard. They're not able to pay the bills. They don't get the help they need, so they stop their business. So their heart project, their passion project dies, and it's just heartbreaking. So I really want to be there to support the women, because they've learned to put themselves first. They've learned to know that this feels good. This is what I want to be doing, because I ultimately feel that everyone should be enjoying their day and enjoying their time. That's how we get freedom. That's how we really can appreciate and put ourselves first and really respect ourselves, because we love ourselves. So we want to have a good time for the most of the time, right? So
Mm.
so we want to do this. So so the support is for women in business then to keep going, but it's turned into a lot more than that in terms of a movement, to really encourage and inspire the woman behind the business as well, because of the times that we're in. Because after COVID happened, the whole planet was just shook up, and there's all these issues that have risen up in terms of purpose and passion. Why am I here? And all of that sort of conversation happening. So Birds in Formation is really about women getting together and flying together. We're flying in formation because we're helping each other out, because together we're stronger and we fly stronger, and we get to where we want to go quicker when we are together and we help each other up. So it's really about raising all these women's profiles up to level up and level up constantly. We don't have to be in it for ourselves anymore, because we help each other out, and that's where we get to where we want to be quicker. And what we want to get to eventually is freedom, isn't it? We all just want to be free and happy and fulfilled. And so that's sort of what I'm helping women to do in my coaching, but also on a business level in Birds in Formation. So yeah, that's what that's about. So come and
Beautiful.
join. It's free to join at the moment, and we'll be having some more interesting ideas coming up, and reshaping a little bit how we do our events as well, because as you know, they are very time consuming. It's sort of like a love-hate relationship with these events. I love events, but I also
Yes.
know how time consuming they are. So you've got to make it
Yes.
work for everyone. Yeah.
Yeah, fantastic. Well, I put the link in there, so check it out, Birds in Formation Gold Coast. And the link for Facebook is there. So, yes, check it out. Great work, Natalie. Anything finally you would like to say about tomorrow or about anything you're up to? Final words?
I think we've had a really good discussion here and a good conversation. I really would just love to see as many of you here as possible at the event tomorrow, because I think it's going to be just an absolutely magical event. Just the magic that's coming together for this event is amazing. But more so also raising awareness for this charity is really important now. And so whatever you can do to support this organisation. I mean, I would love to get, a $10,000 check, and say, here you go. Do your magic. So Andrew, who found the organisation, obviously would do great things with that, and I think that's sort of where my heart is now, and I think it's really important for everyone to know. So yeah, stand behind the charity and do your bit is all I can say. And all I would love to, get as many people involved in this as possible. So thank you.
Beautiful.
Thank you so much.
And of course, my pleasure, Natalie. My pleasure. Thank you so much for coming on. I know how busy you are putting all this together, so thank you for making the time tonight to have a chat. And thank you to everyone watching this also.
Okay.
Hello, Katrina. Katrina's saying, hi, girls. I so believe that hurt people hurt people. Yes, hurt people hurt. It's very interesting when you notice that, right? I've really, I used to take things to heart so much when people were nasty, and now I just think, oh, well, they're obviously hurting. It's not about you, it's about them, and just send them love, send them love. Yeah. So nice to see you, Katrina. Thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed what you've seen tonight, please share the love, hop on those links, check out what's happening. You can donate directly to projectrescuechildren.org. You can get involved in the raffle tomorrow if you can't, for whatever reason, make the event and get one of those last remaining tickets. So get into the group there, Birds in Formation Gold Coast, and you can join the live stream and you can buy raffle tickets virtually and still be involved and have a chance to win one of those amazing prizes, all while helping a fantastic cause, which is Project Rescue Children. Thank you so much once again, Natalie. Thank you for watching. And if you haven't subscribed already to Media Queen TV, make sure you do that. There's about 600 videos on there now, and amazing, inspiring interviews, inspiring truth and good news. That's what I stand for. And I think every little bit helps. And that's certainly a great indication of what is happening tomorrow, is that a whole lot of amazing women coming together, all doing their bit, and it's going to be a fantastic collaboration and co-creation tomorrow. So really looking forward to it. No doubt you'll be seeing lots of photos, etc., in social media. So keep tabs on that tomorrow from 11:11 to 3:33 Australian Eastern Standard Time. We will see you then. Thanks again, Natalie, and thanks for watching. Have a great. Bye. Thank you. Have a great night or morning wherever you are in the world. Bye for now. Bye.